Everybody, how y'all doing? What's going on, y'all? Okay, I'm sorry we ain't doing our regular show in the morning today. Y'all know I told y'all I had to handle some business, so that's why I'm here to rock with y'all tonight. Okay, good night, everybody. How do I say that? Am I saying that right? Sister 1973, how are you? 1000 watts radio. My brother, safe journey. You said because I got to do some things in the morning. Safe journey, my brother. Also, let me see. Green beans, what's up, baby? How are you? Growth, I see you. Long time no see, my brother. I see you over there pumping out that content. Shout out to you and an amazing content creator. Okay, Growth, thank you so much. I appreciate you. 1000 watts for the $2 super chat. He said, good night. Good night, sir. Good night. Thank you. I appreciate you for the $2 super chat. Guys, please make sure you tune in to 1000 watts radio. Content is always fire. Brother be jamming over there. Okay? The title of this foolery, okay, is Modern Woman Cheats on Her Husband. Because he works at Amazon. And he can't afford to give her. He can't afford to give her the things that she wants. The things that she wants. Now, I'm going to share something with you. What I believe this is just a story. Okay? Now, the person who is telling this story, he said he had to change the names because he didn't want to hurt the two people. Okay? So allegedly, this might be real, this might be fake. Okay? But it was a good story. So I was like, you know what? Let's dissect this foolery because there are a lot of women that will give up on their husbands when their husbands are trying. Okay? They are trying. I'm going to share something with you. There are a lot of men today, right? They may not be where they want to be today, but they have a mindset that they want to get to a particular place in the future. So you got to start from somewhere. Am I right? You got to start from somewhere. And I think a lot of our sisters, we want that right now. You hear me? We want that right now. And if we can't get that right now, we going to do however we feel until we get that right now. And some of y'all miss this because the man who is already there, okay? The man that has already ran his race and he's at the finish line, he doesn't need you. He doesn't need you. You come a dime a dozen. So a Birkin bag, okay, a Michael Kors bag for that pussy is not going, it's not going to change anything. That doesn't mean anything to him. He'll throw a Birkin bag at you and you'll open up that pussy wide for him. Okay? And lose your whole life. Okay? Lose your whole life. Your husband and everything, all because of material possession. Okay? So this young man had dissected this on IG. And I love the way he did it. So I was like, you know what? This is going to be some amazing content. Let me use it. We going straight there, y'all. I don't want to keep y'all too long tonight. We going straight there, okay? So a lot of us don't know how to be patient. A lot of us don't understand that because the man who is out here, he's working hard, he's doing what he needs to do. We are not talking about no Pookie and Ray Ray nonsense. I don't want to hear nobody get in here and say, well, not all men. I don't want to hear none of that. We're not, my channel. We don't talk about that Pookie and Ray Ray nonsense. I'm talking about a man with a king mindset. Okay? So you don't understand how to wait until your time comes. I would rather build with a man. That's me. Because the ones who are already at the finish line, they don't need you. The one that is building with you, y'all building together, he never forgets you. He never forgets you. Mm-mm-mm. I know some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm just letting you know. The one that you build with, he never forgets you. I'm telling you right now. Let's go into the foolery. Okay, let's go straight there. Shout out to this brother for his amazing content. And then we go on, skate over to Kendra G because she had dissected something and I had almost fell out. I was like, this cannot be real. Okay, this cannot be real. All right, let's get into it. So it's, first of all, this is Cash Flow Harlem. Okay, this brother, y'all know he the one who always be doing the raps and stuff and the story together. So I love it. So let's get into it. Okay, let's get into it. Here we go.
We right here, bro. Jalen and his wife Tierra, both from Indiana. Cosmetology, she got her hairstylist on. Jalen delivering packages for Amazon. Bonded, tied the knot. Married 5 years, but lately they've been arguing a lot. My friends are spoiled, so Tierra wanted gifts, but Jalen wages wasn't quite cutting it. He went mad hard, worked without a doubt. One cold March day, working on the route, delivering a package to a beautiful home, but the owner had an ugly attitude. Russell, yelling he was mad, said I hate Amazon workers stepping on my grass. Foul words, the two began exchanging, intensified till a neighbor diffused the situation. Straight disrespect. Russell searched Jalen's driver ID name on the net. Found Jalen Graham, saw pics with Tierra. Russell started yemming Tierra. Married, so he did it low-key. Hey sugar, let me spoil you, money bag emoji. Exchange numbers, a week or so they talk, she let him take a ride at her heated water park. From there he started lacing her, designer, Gucci, Balenciaga, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, bruh, the gifts that came in. But this lifestyle came with stipulations. See, Russell caught feeling certain. He wanted Jalen out the picture, permanent. First, Tierra declined to leave. Gift slowed down for about a week. This ain't what she wanted to lose, and Russell made an offer that she couldn't refuse. So the next morning she told Jalen how she had paid for them to go on vacation. Next week, they'd be en route, first class flight, headed to Sri Lanka. Wonderful love. They stayed on a beach at a lovely resort. Everything was in motion. Next day, Jalen went to swim in the ocean on the coast of the resort. By midnight, his body was found floating on the shore. Tierra broke to the core, tears coming down her face. Investigators labeled it a drowning case. No wounds on the flesh. Wait, Tierra got Jalen cremated the next day. She claimed it aligned with his religion, but Jalen's sister said it didn't. Took a trip to Tierra place and learned. She moved out, abandoned everything, even Jalen's urn. This weird move it had a vex her. She brung Jalen's urn to a funeral director. Found out the urn was made in the US 2 weeks prior to Jalen's death. Police made the arrest. Russell then spoke keen. Said Tierra gave Jalen succinylcholine. This a muscle relaxer. He said Jalen died and Tierra made love to him after. Said he paid her $75K for a role. He got 10, Tierra got life, no parole. Left her husband drowned out cuz greed and material possessions drowned out love. The story right.
So I like the way he did the whole, music, because Cash Flow Harlem, that brother, he always, anytime he does any type of content, he always rap about it. He got the beat in the back. And this story may not be real, okay? But I want us to think about the context of this story. How so many women will lose a man who loves them for worldly possessions. For worldly possessions. How you will lose someone who loves you because of worldly possessions. Because a lot of y'all don't understand as when you marry a man who is already, or you're messing with a man who is already at the finish line, you have to dance to his tune. You understand? So even if he got demons in his house, you got to dance to his tune because you're collecting all types of gifts from this man. This man is doing so many things for you. And I'm gonna share something with you. A lot of y'all see it. You already see it. You have seen women go through it. Okay? And yet you still subscribe to it. That's why, and I don't mean to mention Diddy. I don't mean to mention Diddy. But this is why I don't feel bad for the women that was with him. Because you saw the foolery that he had did to prior women. But yet you was like, it's not going to be me. But then it turns out to be you. Okay? Okay? Green Bees, you had scared me when you put that in the chat about your son. I was about to say something until you said he had a slight cold. I'm glad that he's okay. You said you giving him some chicken broth. That's good. So I want to get in here and just let y'all understand something. A lot of us will give up the love of our life, the love of your life, you will give up for worldly possessions and wind up in a house full of demons. A lot of you will do that. You will give up someone that loves you unconditionally for a Birkin bag, for a Michael Kors bag, for red bottoms. You will give up the man who loves you unconditionally for someone who just want that pussy. For someone who just want that pussy and just throwing gifts at you because they know you money hungry. And then when he's done with you, you'll come to social media. You'll come to social media and you will start dog walking men. Mind you, you were the cause of this foolery in the first place. You were the cause. Because most of y'all, look at, I want to share something with y'all. Check this out. And we going to go back to Diddy. But when you see Cassie, right? Cassie had a good man in her life. Okay? She had a good brother in her life. He loved her before she got famous. Okay? But yet she wanted more. Okay? And she walked herself in a house full of demons. How many women have done that? You walk yourself into a house full of demons because you want that mean green. And our young women, they sign up for this foolery. When you hear them say they're traveling to Dubai and stuff like that, and it scares you because you think about the news and how these young women, you know, in Dubai get shit in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Somebody shitting in their mouth for money. All because of money, you will go and go get some type of disease all in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? All in your mouth. You'll go and get some type of disease just because of the love of money. I'm going to share something with y'all. And I know y'all going to say, take heed, Dan. My husband, God forbid, but if we went through hard times before. This is nothing new. We have been through hard times before. But this will be the only man that I will be sitting in the corner with, eating rice and beans and trying to make it work than be with anybody else. Be with somebody that is going to, y'all gonna build together. You're gonna build together. That's the best information that I can give you. I didn't say be with somebody that he stayed at a certain level all his life. No. Long as a man has the mindset for growth, you'll see greatness. Long as he has the mindset for growth, you will see greatness. Okay? You will see greatness. Out of all the years that I have been married to my husband, This man comes up with stuff that I just look at him and say, "Oh my God, here come another project." You know what I'm saying? Because I know the man that my husband is. He's a man that if he's ready to do something, baby, he will start putting that money away. He'll start putting that money away, and that project will be done by the time he said it was gonna be done. And when I met my king, I had made more than him. I was more stable than him. The thing is that my younger women, I'm trying to teach you something. I'm trying to teach you something. You might meet a man today, and he may not be where you want him to be. He may not. But ask him about his 5-year plan. And if the 5-year plan makes sense to you, baby, once the 5-year plan makes sense to you, you ask him, do you see me in your plan? And when he say to you, I see you in my plan, take your time and ride with this man. You understand? I'm not telling you to just be with anybody, but make sure he has a plan to what, how the family is going to be led to greatness. You understand? A lot of us, we get fooled by the glitz and glamour. You know what I'm saying? By the man who got everything. The man who got everything, baby, you can be replaced. You can be replaced. Do you hear what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying the man who don't got everything can't replace you. I'm not saying that. Okay, because if you get out of line, he should replace you. That's crazy. You can't be dealing with no nonsense. But I'm saying that the man who has everything, there are a whole bunch of women around the corner waiting for you to mess up so that they can go next. Some of y'all get in here and you believe that it's good to be with the man that he's already at the finish line. But the truth is, the man who is already at the finish line, he doesn't need you. He doesn't. This young woman took her husband overseas. Okay? Now, this could be a skit, allegedly. I'm not sure. I'm just clipping it from the content creator. Shout out to Cashflow Harlem. Okay? So, took her husband, okay, on an international vacation. Gave him a muscle relaxer. He didn't know. She must have put it in the drink or the food. And then probably told him, let's go out to the water and get in the water. And anybody take muscle relaxers, that muscles just relax your body, baby. You be in a state of shock, just laying down, okay? So you can imagine this man getting this water, and that's it, okay? So now she goes and cremates him while she's down there and brings him back in the urn, okay? Now the family thought the mess was freaky and crazy. Of course, I would think it would be crazy too, but she blames it on it was his religion, okay? So the family didn't get to say goodbye, none of that. She done already cremated him and then put him in the urn. Then she hurry up and move out the house and move in. Hello, my dear, how are you? Hurry up and move out the house and move in with her lover. Okay? Her lover. And the sister said, no, we got to check this out. They checked on the urn. They must have talked to the police and found out that she brought this urn 2 weeks prior. So she already had plans to delete her husband. So with that being said, only why she deleted this man who worked at Amazon and he loved her and he wanted to continue to take care of her, and they worked work to get towards greatness, okay? She said, nah, you taking too long. And she went for the man who brought her the fancy bags and the clothes and the money, okay? And where did that land you, baby? You deleted your husband. Where did that land you? In prison. That's where it landed you. In prison. And the messed up part is the story is because your husband delivered some boxes to this man's house and was walking on his grass. You know what I'm saying? Now this could all be alleged, this could be a skit, but I'm just, we going into a little something something. A lot of y'all leave your husband because you believe the man that is across the other side is more better than your husband. And then once you get over there, you find out, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Once you get over there, you like, oh shit, I done walked into some nonsense. And you will go and leave a man of substance because of some Michael Korbacks and red bottoms. Baby, y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better. Stop listening to these old heads that tell you, get the bag, sis, get the bag. This mess does not work. Get the bag, sister, get your coins. It doesn't work. It doesn't. You get out here and destroy your whole life because you have a husband that is a good man, and then you wind up screwing this thing up. Okay? You wind up screwing this whole thing up with your husband. And then you wind up in a house full of demons. I just want to share that with you. Money ain't everything, honey. Money ain't everything. Especially when it comes to someone who loves you and that they not just stuck in one place. You know what I'm saying? That they continuing to grow. Every time you turn around, they're continuing to grow and do bigger and better things. A lot of y'all, I shake my head sometimes because a lot of y'all don't know what you got at home. A lot of y'all don't. You don't know what you got at home. And so because you believe that you can get out there and get better, and all you will end up with is a wet ass. That's all you'll end up with is a wet ass. A lot of y'all believe. The sad part is that a lot of y'all who mistreat your husband, there are other women out here that want him. And I know you're going to get up here and say, well, if he don't want to be here, he could leave. No, that's not the point. The point is, a lot of y'all don't value your husband. This is why I take heed, get on y'all a lot, because the most unhappiest man on earth, okay, is a married man. That's nasty, right? Why is he unhappy? Because he feel like nobody gives a damn about him. There are a lot of brothers who are married and they are so unhappy because of the stuff that we take them through sometimes. Sometimes when you put your husband on ice for like 4 to 5, 6 months, you don't fuck this man. You just leave him like that. Like you don't give a damn about him. Okay? And then when he cheat and you find out he's cheating, now all hell break loose and you run to the pastor and tell the pastor all your business. But you don't tell pastor how you put that man on ice. You don't tell pastor how you wasn't sleeping with him for 5 to 6 months. How every time he asked to mess with you, you got into a big argument with him. We don't tell pastor that part. A lot of y'all mistreat your husbands. Y'all don't know how to talk to him. You talk to him like he a little kid. You get up in his face. You think you can beat him, okay? And only because you know if he hits you, he going to jail. Okay? You know if he hits you, he going to jail. I want to share something with y'all, my sisters. Some of y'all may look at your husbands and you may, you may not desire this man anymore. Okay? You may not. Okay? You may be looking at somebody else and you might desire them. I want to share something with you. Mm-mm. Some of y'all don't know how fine your husband is. Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all don't know how fine your husband is. And because you don't understand that, this is how everything gets screwed up. Because someone else could be looking at him. You put him on ice for all these months, someone else could be looking his way and trying to pay attention to him to see about him. I want y'all to understand, my sisters, this is why a lot of men, they cheat, because they're not getting that attention or that affection at home. A lot of them not getting that respect at home. They feel like robots that they can only get in here and get that paycheck going and everything, and they don't get no respect, no love, and then you won't even fuck them. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm trying to say? Now, let's get off that. We're going to get on to something else. I want y'all to hear this, okay? Want y'all to hear this. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Here we go. So this is a little raunchy, okay? Shout out to Ricky. He sent it to me in my DMs, okay? And this is one of my sisters getting chewed out about how the way she taking care of her kids, okay? I shared it with y'all in our group chat. Let's get into it, okay? Here we go. So the woman that's filming her, okay, now I shared this with y'all on our IG. The woman that is filming, okay, the type, the how can I say this? The person who posted it said, "I don't give a damn gram." Okay, I don't give a damn gram. That's what it says. So she's filming her, either this is her best friend or her sister, filming the house. Y'all ever been in somebody's house? Y'all got a cousin that all types of shit be on the floor. You know, she got clothes everywhere, just nasty shit, okay? Just nasty shit. You walk up in there, you scared something gonna jump on your ass. You just stay in the hallway or something. Like, nah, I see you, and I'm in the hallway waiting for you or whatever. And so her house looked like that, okay? She got holes in the wall and everything like that. And a lot of y'all younger women, y'all just, and listen, it's because, your mama raised y'all like that too. Okay? So you kind of like copying what your mama did. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging. I'm not judging, okay? Cuz I'm not judging. But because your mama raised y'all like that, you just continue with the foolery. So now this girl cursing her friend out, telling her, "Oh, you done left this baby in the room all by himself, and he autistic. You done left him in the room all by himself, and you ain't even tending to these kids with this nasty house." And the sister, she getting on her, And she, she like, I don't give a damn and this and that. Just wrong and loud. You know what I'm saying? Just wrong and loud, baby. I listen. Okay. So I know we jump from one thing to another, and I know that's how I do. And I should have said we about to change subjects. I should have said that. But can you imagine? This is the foolery. This is the foolery. And I'm going to share something with you. This is why a lot of y'all, and I always say this, not all of us is supposed to have children. Not all of us is supposed to have children. Because a lot of y'all don't do what you're supposed to do with these kids. You just have them for no damn reason. And then you don't raise them properly. Why is the house? One thing my father said to me, he said, you can be poor, but you ain't got to be nasty. You can be poor, but you ain't got to be nasty. Okay? Lord, listen. Let's get on to the next subject. Okay, I can't stay on that too long. I don't understand that. I don't know why y'all think it's okay to live in filth. And I lived in the projects most of my life. And when I got my own house, when I lived on my own, baby, you couldn't see nothing on the floor. You couldn't see nothing on the floor. And I was young when I got my own place. House was immaculate. And I still keep that mindset as old as I am today. Now, was I taught that way? Nope. Nope. Because my mother house was the house that you hated to go to. My mother house in the projects was the house that you hated to go to. Okay? The stove, all greasy. The back of the wall of the stove, all greasy. The side of the wall. Okay? Okay? Refrigerator, all different colors and stuff. Clothes everywhere. My mama was the house that you hated to go to. Baby, oh my God. Okay? Oh my God. It was until my father said to me, you can be poor, but you ain't got to be nasty. You live in this house, clean up what you're supposed to do. Make your room clean. And I was a teen mama. So you having a small little child, you got to make sure that room is clean. And my father said that to me. You can be poor, but you ain't got to be nasty. You got to keep this place clean. I don't care what your mama, your sisters and brothers do, but you got to keep this room clean. And after that, Take Heed was on the grind, baby. I was cleaning, put some bleach in there, mopping, all that stuff to make sure the place was clean. I even think before that too, because when I was young, we did not have a wash machine in our house. And one of my teachers pulled me to the side and she said to me, I always see you with these same pair of jeans on. I said, because my mom washed I think my mom was like washing like once a month because we were on welfare. So she was washing like once a month. So we would bring all our clothes to the wash machine, the washer and dryer across from our project, and wash clothes there. Okay. So she said to me, baby, don't you know you can wash your clothes by hand? I said to her, her name was Miss Kerr. She was a black teacher. She was so sweet. She said, you can wash your stuff by hand and wring it out and put it out the window. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing because you live in the projects. They're not gonna say nothing. So I started doing that, washing my stuff out. I wouldn't wait the whole month. I would wash my stuff out by hand. And I told my siblings we should start doing this too. Wash our stuff out by hand. You can hang it up on the door. Or you remember back in the day, the heaters for the projects was like fire, honey. Them old heaters. You just put some clothes on there, give it a good 5 minutes. Those clothes be dry, honey. Toasted dry. Or make sure you put a towel on top of the heater because you don't want your clothes to get those marks on them. Okay? Yes. Take Heed grew up with a lot of nonsense. But I never wanted my kids to have stuff like that, to be going through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So when you learn something new, you do better. Okay? When you learn something new, you do better. Now, let's get into the next foolery. All right. Shout out to Mayor Adams, okay? Mayor Eric Adams in New York. This brother had said something and social media had went wow today. You hear me? So that's the next subject that we about to go to. All right. So Thomas said, "Who taught you? Who taught you, Granny?" No. My grandmother wasn't. Well, my mother's grandmother, she wasn't alive then. She wasn't alive then. My father's mother was alive, but my father's mother was she was a very classy woman. I couldn't tell her I was doing that. I couldn't tell her I was doing that. Okay. Sister 1973 said, "Me too. My parents raised us with cleaning, chores, etc. I had to do it with mine." Yep, so I understand. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's get into Eric Adams. He had dropped this on social media, and the internet had went wild. Check out what this brother said. Here we go.
This is a biblical moment. You know, when Jesus was on the cross, he said, "God, forgive them, for they know not what they do." All these Negroes who are asking me to step down, God, forgive them. Are you stupid? I'm running my race right now. So this is a
I like what he said. I don't know if y'all saw the whole the whole video before. I think they had it on Fox Now. Okay, it was hilarious. He said, "I'm running my race." He said, "Just like our ancestors before me, they ran their race. Ain't nobody stopped them from running their race." He said, "It's time for me to run my race." Shout out to Mayor Eric Adams, because I'm gonna share something with y'all. If he didn't mention anything about the migrants, baby, if he ain't say nothing about those migrants, okay, they would not have came at him like that. Okay, when he came out here and told his truth, okay, they got upset with him. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sister 1973 said, "We had no choice in the matter either. Do it or get it done." All right now. All right now. Now, here's another content creator coming up, okay? And he dubs a lot of people videos. So I don't know who is the real original content creator. So I'm going to just, leave it just like this and let y'all hear it, okay? So this woman is talking about Hakeem Jeffries, okay? And I'm going to share something with you. I thought Hakeem Jeffries was a solid brother. I kid you not, I thought he was a solid brother. But the stuff that I see him doing now, I'm like, oh, damn. You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn. And anyway, she gonna explain. Let's get into it. Here we go.
King Jeffrey, you try to get on Dan Bengino, talking about Black Lives Matter. You just bringing up race out of nowhere, huh? So if it matters so much, Jeffrey, why the black neighborhoods look shitty? Why the kids ain't got no education, Mr. Jeffrey? Why sixth graders are reading on first grade level in the black community? But you said Black Lives Matter. You know what I got to say to you? I'm gonna do some math for you, because I got good math. Bullshit plus bullshit equals bullshit. Because you're full of shit.
That's nasty. That's nasty. And I always liked the Hakeem Jeffries. He used to come on WBLS all the time. He used to come on WBLS all the time and talk about the black community, how we need to do this and how we need to do that. And I'm going to share something with you. Since he been in D.C., ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed when it comes to the black community in New York. Ain't nothing changed. Okay? And all of them just sitting up there. It's a money grab. They all sitting up there getting that money. From the Democrats to the Republicans, they all doing it. They all getting that money. And this is why a lot of them didn't want to see Trump in there. A lot of them did not want to see Trump in there. And so now, right now, okay, you got the Democrats running around like they crazy in DC talking about, oh, Trump trying to cut all these programs and scaring the hell out of the people who on Social Security and who collects food stamps and all this and Medicaid and Medicare. They are scaring the shit out of these people. You got to see them acting a fool on social media. Okay? I'm going to share something with y'all. All those stupid programs that y'all had with the duck quacking and shit, counting the squirrels and stuff, this was the dumb shit y'all was not supposed to use with taxpayer money. Do you understand? Y'all wasn't supposed to have stupid programs like that and use it for taxpayer money. Okay? This is stupid. Y'all wasted our money on all these dumb agendas that did not make sense. Okay? And I still, listen, we all know what y'all really was doing. Okay? Even when we get to U.S. aid, okay? That was a piggy bank for a lot of y'all motherfuckers. Okay? That was a piggy bank for a lot of y'all. How come the American people don't know what is going on? How come we don't know where this money is going? We just supposed to continue to pay taxes and shut up. Continue to pay taxes and shut up while all y'all sit up there and get rich. A lot of y'all that's in DC, okay, from the Republicans to the Democrats, how's y'all multi-billionaires? I don't know, multi-millionaires. How? How y'all rich like that when your salary doesn't reflect that? Is y'all getting gifts too? You know what I'm saying? Are y'all getting gifts too? When Trump first got in office, Hakeem Jeffries was up here talking about, where's the budget? Where's the budget? Mind you, this is when Trump and Doge, shout out to Doge, that was finding out all this fraud, all this nonsense they were finding. How is Trump supposed to sign a budget when y'all got all types of bullshit going on? So he gonna re-sign the budget that already got all this nonsense going on and look like Boo Boo the Fool. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I would have waited too. Let me expose all this nonsense that's going on. And then when they try to bring me, something to sign, I'll say that program got to go. That program got to go. That one got to go. Some of that stuff that they was reading off, some of that stuff was stupid, y'all. Some of that stuff was stupid. Who gives a damn about how many squirrels we got in here? Who gives a damn about if a duck quack does it echo? Who cares about that? Okay? Who cares about the springs? Okay? The springs and a blow up pool. Okay? This is stupid. I'm sorry. Who cares about the best sandwich, that how a sandwich is supposed to be made? Nobody cares. Everybody have their own way of making sandwiches. This is stupid. USAID, y'all was using that as a piggy bank. $85 million was supposed to go to the Hades, not Hades, I'm sorry, to the Haitians, okay? $85 million was supposed to go directly to the Haitians, right? What did y'all do with that money? Okay, the Clinton baby got that money. After she finished cutting off as much as she could, then they sent that money down there, and all they did was build 6 houses. 6 houses that they built. Okay? Any money that came through Red Cross and anybody else, they paid all their people, and whatever was left, they gave the Haitians. Now that does not make sense. It doesn't. Y'all got up here and y'all was talking about Wyclef and how he was doing all this nonsense. But it was y'all. It was y'all who was doing the nonsense. It was y'all. Y'all had to point fingers at him, so he looked bad. He looked like the one that's doing nonsense. But it was y'all who did nonsense. Y'all collected that money for no reason. And then Chelsea got a new house, okay, and had a big wedding. Now tell me, U.S. aid, okay? Obama daughter, the oldest one, got 2.2 million. Come on now, U.S. aid. Y'all do the most. I'm sorry. Okay. Also, we're gonna go on to something else. Okay, shout out to Young Black and Wealthy, because this is his content. This brother right here that we about to get on this is his content. This ain't no copycat or nothing like that. And I'm not blaming the ones who copy somebody else's content, because I do it too. And then I put a little part of me in here so I could say that, I did it. All right. And and it's still not yours. Even though you put a little part in it, it's still not yours. It's somebody else's content. So, and I learned that on these YouTube streets. Okay. Hey baby, how are you? Long time no see. I see you. So shout out to Young Black and Wealthy, because he dropped this about Joy Reid, okay? So a lot of y'all who mad with me that I'm talking about Joy and I'm kicking her back in, I want y'all to remember what Joy said about this book for third graders. Okay, here we go.
Joy Reid said this.
Yeah, the question I'm asking is, what is the expertise that you have and other Moms for Liberty advocates have to decide that a book, an award-winning book like All Boys Aren't Blue, isn't appropriate for students to read?
What a tragic story of a young man who's anal by his adult family member. So you have pedophilia. In what context is a strap-on acceptable for public school? That's my question to you. Tell me what the context around the strap-on or the rape of a minor child by a teacher.
Hold on a second.
You're asking me to remember the name of an author.
You just remembered very specific.
Joy.
Here's my question.
We're talking about strap-on. You didn't answer my question.
No. What I'm saying to you is that as you are not an expert in this book,
I don't have to be an expert. Those aren't appropriate for public school.
This book is a full context story, as you said, of the author's experience. Why is it your right, or a Moms for Liberty activist's right, to say that a parent who wants their child to have access to this book, which gives a personal experience of this author, why doesn't a liberal parent, for instance, or a parent of an LGBTQ kid, why don't they have a right for their child to just have access to this book? Why is it your right to say they can't?
So again, we're talking about
and each parent, each parent has to decide what is appropriate for their child to read. Right. What is your right to tell a parent who wants their child, who might feel seen by this story, why don't they have the right? Why don't they have the right as a parent to say, my child can have access to this book?
If a child feels seen by this story, that means that they have been the victim of a predator. That means that they have either been by a family member, they've experienced
and your proof of that is what?
You just said that
What's
the child feels seen by this story.
That's why I'm happy that people will no longer be subject to those types of opinions.
Amen to that. See, a lot of y'all will get in here and say Take Heed is hating on her sister because she lost her job. No. It's the fact that she lost it because she was pumping an agenda that she thought made sense. There was a book that they were pushing around, Every Boy Is Not Blue, right? Okay? That it's an award-winning book, Every Boy Is Not Blue. And the boy got touched by someone in his family, okay? Okay? And it wasn't a girl, okay? So the boy got touched by somebody in his family. Somebody in the family broke him in, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about. And so the book was towards, how can I say this? Because I don't want the video to go crazy. Because when you say too much stuff, the video start acting up. But the child was touched in an inappropriate way. Okay, and he was R-worded also. So first touched in an inappropriate way, then R-word by his family member. Okay, and so the author wrote this book, and it was in third grade. Okay. They put the book in a third grade school in the library. So Moms for Liberty was like, no, this book should not be here. The kids are too young to read this. And so Joy is arguing with this woman back and forth saying, but what about if a parent wants their child to read that? What about if any parent want their child to read something like that, something wrong with you up here. Did you hear what I said? If you want your child to read something like that, something is wrong with you up here. Because if a child, she said, well, what if their child was going through that? That means that baby need to get some counseling. That baby need to get some counseling. That baby need to get some help. Not to get in here and read a book that's something that might have happened to him that he's reading the same book. That's stupid. That's stupid. Something that traumatized this baby. You think it's okay for him to read the book that somebody did something to him like that. And Joy saying, you don't have the right. Mom at Liberty does not have the right to tell people what books go in school. Why can't the kids just learn ABCs and 1, 2, 3s? Why can't they just learn that? Why can't they just learn that? So when y'all get in here and be like, oh, Joy gonna be okay. Let me share something with you. Joy had burnt a lot of bridges, y'all. She had, this is not her first rodeo. She had burnt a lot of bridges with all these networks and stuff like that. Ain't nobody gonna hire her. Ain't nobody gonna hire her. They not even gonna step their feet and none of that stuff. Okay? Best thing sister girl might be able to do is get her own YouTube channel. And hopefully she stay in the guidelines. Okay? Stay in the guidelines of the YouTube. Okay? If she don't have it already. But do I feel bad that she's gone? No, because let me share something with you. A journalist is not supposed to take sides. A journalist is not supposed to take sides. They supposed to listen to both sides and let the audience decide who is right. That's how it's supposed to be. But they don't have journalists like that no more. Barbara Walters, and listen, I'm not hating on Barbara. I'm not hating on nobody of any other color race. But Barbara Walters was the teacher. Okay? Barbara Walters was a problem, honey. Okay? She, even if you didn't like this person, she would go and interview this person. So that y'all can see for yourself who is right and who is wrong. Do y'all remember when Barbara Walters went down to Cuba and she interviewed Castro? Do y'all remember? All American people, because we were taught that this man was this man was that. She went down there and she said, the man is nice. You know what I'm saying? He was nice to me. You know what I'm saying? But I want to share something with you. They don't have journalists like that no more. You get journalists in here, you get them enough money, they get up here and lie. They get up here and lie. Honey, you give them enough money, they will get up here and lie. Okay? They will get up here and lie. Even the content creators too. You give them enough money, they get up here and lie too. That's why it's good to check stuff for yourself. When you hear content creators say something, say, let me check this out. Go search it for yourself instead of believing the content creator or the news. Do you hear me? You understand what I'm saying? Just want to give it to you. Okay? So I'm not sad that, Joy Reid lost her job. See, a lot of y'all in here, oh, this black woman, she never thought she was black. This black woman, she's an amazing woman, this and that. She never thought she was black. Ain't no way. Okay? 1973 said, child don't have any business reading anything like that. No, they don't. I do not feel bad that she lost her job, because when your boss tell you, watch your mouth, okay? When your boss tell you, watch your mouth, be mindful of what you say in these streets, because you might lose your job, okay? You can't talk, you can't get out here and get reckless. Just like on YouTube. YouTube give you warning. They give you warning. They give you 3 warnings. Okay? You do some dumb shit, they give you, they give you 3 warnings. Once those 3 warnings is up, they like, okay, once you done used all 3 of those, they like, you done. They take your channel down. And so Reed thought she was an untouchable. You know what I'm saying? Because she would get out there and use that race card. But am I saying that right? MSNBC, okay? They got in there, was like, we're gonna take her out. We're gonna put 4 people in here. We're gonna do a whole panel thing. Okay? We're gonna get her out of here and put we still gonna have DEI. Okay, we're gonna put different, different people up in here, but we're gonna get her out of here. Because people can't stomach the content anymore. They can't stomach it because she's not being fair on how she's going into a subject. Why would you think it's okay? She got boys herself. Why would you think it's okay? Okay? Does she have? Yeah, I think I heard them say she has sons. So you got boys yourself, and you think it's okay for your boys in 3rd grade to read a book because the author was touched when he was young by a family member. So he told his story. Why can you tell this story in an adult book? Why did you have to tell this story in a child book? You could have wrote this in an adult book, and men would have understood what happened to you. Because there are a lot of brothers that are walking around here that have been touched and they had closed their mouth and not said a word. Some of them passed away and never told nobody. There are a lot of men who are hurting from this same thing that happened to him. And so he think it makes sense to put that in a 3rd grade book. Can you imagine? And Reed is up there defending it. See, all you got to do is follow the money. Follow the money. That's all you got to do is follow the money. And that's how you'll see how that person swing. Why you think all these house ninjas was out here running down for Kamala Harris? And anytime you put something, they'll go in there and get in your comment sections and ask you who paid you, this and that. Mind you, they the ones who got paid. They the ones who got paid. All you got to do is follow the money, and that's how the journalists will flow to that part. Because if the rainbow community is paying this journalist to push an agenda, that's what they're going to do. They're going to push that agenda, okay? Hello, Dragon, how are you? They're going to push that agenda. Whoever paying them, they're going to push that agenda. If the small hat people got some of these newscasters, they gonna push that agenda that the small hat people are right. Okay? They gonna push that agenda that the small hat people are right. I told y'all one thing I will never agree with, and I still don't agree with today, about wiping out a whole lineage that President Trump was talking about with Gaza. I will not agree with that. But everything else he doing in this bitch, I agree. Okay? I agree. So I'm not sad that she lost her job, okay? Because I'm quite sure they told her cut that shit down, and she just continued to do what she wanted to do, and she fucked around and found out. So I'm not mad, okay? Now, here's a young woman, and I said, this young woman sounded a little bit like me, okay? So when Mr. He said and Mr. She said get in here and be like, somebody's stealing your content, somebody's stealing their content. Now I understand, but I still like the video. I was like, oh shit, I still like the video, damn it. Okay, so I don't know who is the creator because somebody dubbed this video. So I don't know who's the creator, who's the real creator. So I'm just gonna play the video. Here she go. This is what she said.
So, when are Black women gonna hold ourselves accountable for the disgustingness that is coming out of the neighborhood, the disgustingness that we're raising? These children have no respect, they have no morals, no values, and quite frankly, the women don't either. You know, they don't respect the men that they're having these children with, and then they're having children by the same men. So, meaning they have a baby with a man that has two baby moms already. It's disgusting behavior, and they're not able to properly watch their children because they're so focused and on all these external things. They're focused on this celebrity culture, and they're focused on getting a Louis bag and going outside and party, but they're not focusing on making sure that their children can read. So Black women definitely need to take some accountability with what's going on in the Black community. And I understand that Black men are not in the homes either, but Black women won't allow them to be. Black women are not agreeable. Black women don't like to listen. Black women are masculine. These are the problems that we're having in our community, and Black women must take accountability. I'm sorry.
And that young lady, that baby, she right. She right. Now I know most of us, we sound like broken records. We all talking the same thing, but you know it's true. Okay. Now I know we jumped on another subject, and that's what I should have alerted y'all first. Okay, but this is the uncomfortable truth. We are raising these babies to be monsters to the community. You're raising them to terrorize the community. And then once your child get deleted in the street, you the first one on the news. My baby was a good person. He ain't never do nothing. He went to school. He did what he was supposed to do. He was a church goer. You know, he was a church boy. And this is the true story. Okay? This is the true story. She got to say that for the news. The boy was a demon. He was selling pharmacy products outside your house. He went to church one time in his life, okay? And that's the gospel truth. People were scared of him. When they saw him on the side of on the other side of the street, they crossed the street to get away from him. Nobody liked to tell that truth. Nobody liked to tell that truth. And then mama, if you made him mad, he'll whoop your ass. Y'all be just getting here telling all types of lies and stuff like that. My child was perfect. Once they get deleted, my child was perfect. My child ain't never do no wrong. They was never in the streets. You know, y'all get in here and y'all tell bull-faced lies about these kids. Y'all do. Y'all will get in here and tell a whole lie. My child was perfect. Your child was a terror to the community. Your child scared the shit out of people. Okay? When people seen your child, they tried to get away as fast as they could wherever he was at. Because your child was a demon. Okay? Your child was a demon. Okay? Sai said, my child never hurt nobody. He didn't deserve to get at BB's party. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Listen, it's nonsense, y'all. It's nonsense. I'm sorry. Now listen to me. There are some children that they're good kids and they get in crossfire. You understand? There are some children that they are good kids and they get, they at the wrong place at the wrong time. And I'm going to share something with you, family. If your child ain't on demon time, stop letting them hang around with the children that are demons. Okay? I don't care if they cousins. Stop letting your child ain't on no demon time. Keep your child away from those cousins, because it be them cousins sometimes. Okay? Keep your child out of the faces of those cousins and people who come visit him talking about they grew up together. They cool like how they was in the sandbox. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. My child decided they want to go to school, they want to go to college, and you decided to be on the streets. You got to caution these children and let them know. We raising monsters because mama, and I'm going to share something with you, mama, and this is the uncomfortable truth. These children are going through all this foolery because it's the person that you chose to give that pussy to. This is why a lot of these children go through heartache and pain, because it's the man that you chose to give that pussy to. That's the uncomfortable truth, but nobody wants to hear that. Okay? Now, I want y'all to hear something. We're going to jump into something else. Angela Stanton had came to social media. I hope I'm saying her name right. I love this sister content. And she's amazing on IG. And I don't know really what I could say about her. She just genuine. That's what I see. Okay? So I want y'all to hear what she got to say, because a lot of people going crazy about all the cuts, and the Dems is scaring the shit out of everybody. So we gonna jump in on this real quick. I should have played that earlier when I was talking about the Dems, but I missed that opportunity. But let's get in here. We gonna listen to what she got to say, and then I got one more thing, and then I want to hit Kendra G, and then we'll be done for the night. Okay, y'all continue to rock with me a little bit. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also, donate to the page as well. I appreciate it. Thank you already for the donations. But guys, if you want to help the channel, donate to the channel as well. Okay, we having a conversation. We talking our mess. Okay, so let's get into the foolery. This is what she said, because the Dems are scaring everybody. Okay, about the cuts that's going on. Here we go.
I just really want to ask Black people to please stop panicking. Like, let's be for real. People are calling my phone. They're afraid they're going to lose their job. They're afraid they're going to lose their benefits. None of this stuff has happened. They want to be victims. Like, they want to be done and oppressed, like, so bad. Stop manifesting negativity, okay? We're all sitting back watching what's going on in the government. Let's see how many people are impacted. Let's see if this is real. Let's see if these people are lying to us, okay? Do not live in fear. And you shouldn't be dependent on the government anyway. This is why we need to be financially free. So if the government ever does decide that they no longer want to fund you, you will be able to fund yourself. Please, everyone, calm down. Stop panicking.
She right though, but y'all all up at arms. Let me share something with you. If they decided to cut all these programs today, ain't nothing you could do. There's nothing you can do. If they decided not to help no more, there's nothing that you can do. All you can do is do your best to survive. That's it. You got to understand that part. But I think the Dems are just out here to scare the shit out of everybody. See, I told you. Somebody put a post up under, I think it was Young Black and Wealthy. He put a post up. And a woman in here was saying that, a woman in the video was saying, I know a lot of y'all, you wish, you didn't vote for Donald Trump. Okay. A lot of y'all see the nonsense he doing. I know y'all regret your vote. I wrote in there, I said, I don't regret it. I don't. Because you want to know why? We would not seen the nonsense that they were been doing with our tax money. We would not see the nonsense that they have been doing all these years. Okay? All these years. How you just only a House of Representative for 4 years? You only been a House of Representative for 4 years, and you a multimillionaire. How? How is that? Somebody come tell me something. How is that? That does not make sense. Do you hear what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. I don't regret my decision at all. I do not. Because y'all was ready to send America to hell in a handbasket. Honey, y'all want us to change these children. God made this child this way. You want us to change the child another way. Then nobody explained to the parent that there's going to be so much side effects that the child going to have all these type of surgeries. Nobody explained this to the parents. Okay, and then y'all parents who sign up for that foolery, y'all think that makes sense. Sister 1973, thank you, baby, for the 9.99 super chat. Daddy does the teaching of everything right and wrong, and mama do the raising of everything wrong and right. Oh, that's nasty. I like it. 1973, thank you, baby, for the 9.99 super chat. So I'm not upset with him. I'm happy he's there. Let him cause all that foolery up there because y'all been doing nonsense for God knows how long. Okay? Y'all been doing nonsense, and the sad part is this man had 4 years to prepare for what he was going to do. He had 4 years to plan what he was going to do. Let it continue. Let it continue. The sad part is when he first won, he didn't know how many snakes was in DC. He ain't know. He ain't know. Okay? He thought some of y'all was his friends. He thought some of y'all was good people. But he learned. And he said, I'm going to get all y'all motherfuckers. And so I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I want to see a lot of y'all go down. I'm here for it. Because y'all have done nonsense. Okay? Let the swamp continue to get drained. I'm telling you right now. Drain that swamp. Let it continue. We want to know what y'all been doing with the money. We want to know. Okay? We want to know. Okay? Some of y'all get in here, and this is the gospel truth. Some of y'all, okay? Some of y'all piss me off. When y'all be getting in here and y'all be like, oh, I can't wait to see America fall. Where are you going? Where are you going? If something happens to us, where are you going? A lot of us don't have links to different countries. So where are you going? I'm just saying, like if you didn't build already in another country and you have a house or something like that, where are you going? Some of y'all wish the nation to fall. It's crazy. Like why? Like why? Where are you going? This is stupid. You would never hear Take Heed say she wished the nation. Where, you know what I'm saying? Where? You stupid. A place where you were born, you would never hear someone from another nation say they wish their nation fall. Y'all stupid. Y'all stupid. Now I understand when people used to get in here and they be like, well, just go back to where you was from or something like that. And I don't like to say stuff like that. But damn it, if you don't want to be here, don't be here. Then damn it, leave. You don't have to be here. You got other nationalities running to get over here. If you don't want to be here, leave. That's the gospel truth. But y'all sit in here and say you want to see the nation fall. How? How do you do that? Your own nation where you were born. You crazy. You grew up. You know everything. You know what I'm saying? You know everything about your town and your state, and you want it to fall? Y'all stupid. Okay? Now, this young man, we're going to get into something else. This young man asked this question. Okay? And I want y'all to help me answer the question. He asked this question, and it's on site. On site dubbed the video. Okay? And this is what this young brother asked. Listen to this.
Why do women make a big deal out of it when you live with your mama? You know what I'm saying? Like, things have changed, man. I remember back in the day, a man can be on the bus and a woman would still love him. You know what I'm saying? I ride the bus and I live with my mama. You know what I'm saying? I help out with bills. You know what I'm saying? I ain't making that much. You know, I do the best I can with my man. But why is it that women don't want to talk to a man that, you know what I'm saying, he's trying his best and because he don't have a car or he might still stay home with his mom? Why y'all making a big deal about that? You know what I'm saying? And then we get called dusties. We get called dusties, man. You know what I'm saying? So you just mean to tell me I can't get no love because I stay with my mama and I don't have a car? You know, like what's wrong with riding the bus? At least I'm getting back and forth to where I need to go make my change. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the best for me. I'm doing the best for me and my kids. And, you know, I think maybe it's just these new age women, you know, so what if I don't have a car? So what if I still stay home with my mama? I mean, what's the big deal? It's family.
My sister's in the chat. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? He has children already. He lives at home with his mama. Okay? Okay? What do you think? Did you hear what I said? He lives with his mama. Okay? He has children already. Okay? What do y'all think? See, I'm gonna share something with y'all. When a man is young and he lives with his mama or his parents, okay? This is different. Okay? He's young, he doesn't have children yet. He living home with his mama or his father, okay? But there's a certain time where you're not supposed to be at home anymore. You have to be out on your own. If you think you're going to dictate to a woman how, she must follow you, okay, let's talk about it. Let's be serious. If you sitting here and thinking you're going to dictate to a woman on how she must follow you, my brother, you have to have your shit together. You have to have your shit together. You understand? You got to have your shit together. You can't be fucking me in your mama's basement. You know what I'm saying? You can't be fucking me in your mama's basement. Your mama hear me screaming, she run downstairs and catch us booty butt naked. That does not make sense. And I'm not hating on anybody who fell on hard times. If you fell on hard times, you was out there, you was rocking, you was doing what you was supposed to do, and then you fell on hard times. That happens, yes. But you should not be getting pussy in your mama house. You shouldn't be getting pussy in your mama house. You breaking some woman down in your mama house or your daddy house, okay, like you still a little kid. And then you want me to follow you. Where am I following you? Do you hear what I'm saying? Where am I following you? I was 19 years old and I had my own. 19. I had my own at 19 years old. And I worked. There's a time when you have to leave the nest. Unless that's in your culture, that's different. If it's in your culture, that's different. Because most cultures, they don't want their children to leave until they get married. But you should not be bringing babies into your mama and your daddy house. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be no baby daddy or no baby mama. You shouldn't be doing that. Okay? You can't expect a woman to respect you if you still live at home with your mama. That you gotta break me down in the basement and your mama be hitting that broom on the bottom, on the floor, saying we too loud. What if the young lady is a screamer and she just loud with it and your mama banging all on the floor because y'all too loud? It's nonsense, y'all. Listen, I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just saying that listen, you can't be trying to lead someone somewhere. You can't be believing that she gonna follow you somewhere if you still living at home with your mama or your daddy. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. So I understand what the young man is saying, and I don't see nothing wrong with anybody riding the bus. I don't see nothing wrong with it, damn it. Okay? I don't see nothing wrong with it, damn it. You hear me? I have rode the bus for many years. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I ain't mad at a brother that ride the bus. He ain't getting no car yet. But the thing is, don't stay in that state of mind. Don't stay in it. You hear me? Don't stay in that state of mind. He said, I got kids. I'm living with my mama. I ain't got no car. Bro, why you moving like that? You supposed to move to greater heights. You're not supposed to have kids and still living in your mama house. That's the uncomfortable truth. I'm sorry. That's the uncomfortable truth. Mm-mm-mm. Oh my God. Listen, I said what I said. Shout out to Tasha K. Nope, not Tasha K. Well, shout out to Tasha K anyway. Shout out to Kendra G. We gonna discuss this. And this young woman is 41 years old. And when she said her age, I fell out because my uncle said to me that if you are a fool at 40, you are a fool forever. Okay? If you are a fool at 40, you will be a fool forever. And when I heard this young woman, I said she's a fool forever. Okay? 41 and you talking like this? So shout out to Kendra G. Let's get into the foolery. And then I'm gonna let y'all go. Okay. Thank you everybody for rocking with me so far. I appreciate y'all. Can y'all please hit that like and subscribe button? Also donate to the channel if you can. Let's continue. So here we go. Here is Kendra G. Shout out to Kendra G. I also shared the video with y'all in our community chat. Okay. Let's get into it. Here we go. Now I know it's gonna be a commercial first. Now you know Tasha, not Tasha. I'm sorry, Kendra G. Hers, you know, no commercials don't play no games, honey. Okay, the commercials don't play no games. Okay. Lauren said all men don't win in life. Got to get some pussy too. Oh wow. Well, I don't know what kind of pussy you gonna get. Is it gonna be gutter pussy? Sometimes it's gutter pussy. All right. You listen. Sometimes it's gutter pussy. You know, you just like you said, you got to get it right. So listen. Sometimes it's gutter pussy. Sometimes it's pussy you wish you ain't get. Cause she crazy. Here we go. Shout out to Kendra G.
What do you like though, honey? You're in the dark, baby girl.
I will turn a light on. Oh my goodness. I don't know how to use a phone. I'm an old lady, so.
She don't know how to use a
How
phone.
old are you? The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now.
She's an old lady. She don't know how to use the phone, y'all. 41, she don't know how to use the phone. Oh my God. And 41 is old to her.
How old are you, honey?
41 as of last week, I think. 41, I think.
You don't know your age?
Once you pass like 36, you start losing count. So I knew 40 for sure, but yeah, no, I'm 41.
Okay. Sophia, 41. Where you calling me from, baby girl?
Houston, Texas.
Oh, Houston. I'm coming to Houston this weekend.
I heard. Girl, look, before I get on your tail.
You been here before?
No.
Okay.
But listen, your videos were so cute with your wig and you pulling your stuff out for the Super Bowl. And
some of these people be coming for Kendra G. And she be ready for it. But some of them come for her. They don't just come on to just find a man. Some of them come for her and try to read her. And she trying to help y'all punk asses get a husband. But y'all be coming to read her sometimes. So this young woman right here, okay, she say she old, 41. She talk about how Kendra was combing her hair. Do anybody remember at the Super Bowl and her wig like shifted off a little bit? She trying to clown her about that. You see that? Some of these women come for Kendra for no reason. Oh my God. Here we go.
I loved it.
Thank you, baby girl. All right, thank you. Now let's focus on you. We got Sophia, 41, Houston. Okay. What you do for a living?
I am a salon owner. I just opened a new salon, and I'm a hairstylist, yes.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
I do. They're grown. They are 24 and 20 years old. So I don't want to have any more kids.
Okay. Are you?
Green Bean, she does. She interviews men too.
Have you ever been married?
No.
No. Okay. And so, what's your zodiac sign, Sophia?
Aquarius, the best, the best, the best.
So you just had a birthday?
I just had a birthday.
Okay. So we got Sophia, 41, Aquarius, Houston, salon owner, hairstylist, mom to two by the same man, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Someone who doesn't want to have a man. I'm sorry, it's making noises in here. Somebody who doesn't want to have more children.
Oh. You want to have more children?
No, I don't want to have more children. So I feel like, girl, the dating pool is so stupid right now. It's so dumb. But men my age are like looking to like have more children. Like, how are you 41 and wanting to have more children?
Okay. So you want...
So it's stupid for a man that is 41 and he wants to have children. You know, some brothers didn't have kids in their younger years, right? That made sense to them, okay? Because they were ready to chase that bag and do what they needed to do to make a solid foundation, right? Okay? So some brothers wasn't fast to get out here and pass their seed along to everybody. And these brothers get clowned for this shit. You know what I'm saying? 41 and ain't got no baby, and so that's a problem for her. How you gonna be 41 and you ain't got no kids? And you know, some of these brothers need to get out here and say, how you gonna be a teen mom and your child, you 41 and you got a child that's 20 and 24? What the hell? You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Here we go.
That's your age but already has his kids.
Have them. Be done. Or have some, but don't want no more, because I'm not giving you none.
Okay, so no man. Okay, so these are your deal breakers. First, we'll get to your deal breakers. What are the things that you want first, and then we'll go to the deal breakers.
I want a friend. I want a best friend. I want a partner, right? But I want all the things, right? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, you don't have to have no money, or you don't have, like, I don't know. I want
41, y'all. She said she 41. What she sound like to y'all? How old she sound to y'all? She 41. How old do she sound to y'all? Baby. Okay? Okay, that Thomas, baby, I'm with you. She sound confused. She does. You don't know what you want. This is a dating show. You don't know what you want. Okay, 23. I like that 23. I like that 23. She sound like she's not all there. That doesn't make sense at all. Teenager. Yes, honey. That's what, listen, this don't make no sense. Let's continue. Here we go.
You tell me what you want, honey.
I want all of the things.
I want
all the things.
I want you to spoil me, and I want you to I don't know. I want you to spoil me. And that doesn't mean that you have to be rich, right? Because I find that middle class people will spend money faster than rich people will, right? Like, rich people are very tight with their little dollars. Like, they hold on to their little dollars, right? So I want to be spoiled. I want you to be thoughtful. I want you to also leave me alone, right? Like, I don't even know.
She said,
okay, let's start with your deal breakers. So what are your deal breakers besides not wanting to have more kids?
What would my deal breakers be? Not being a good person, right? Genuineness is hard to find, right? God. So I would want you to be genuine at the end of the day. Okay. Real.
Do you want him to be in Houston?
He doesn't have to be in Houston.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
I prefer medium ugly, you know.
A lot of
And that's what they doing now because I'm noticing that. And Kendra is about to correct her, but I'm noticing now that they get out here and say, "I want a man that's she like just a little bit ugly, medium ugly." How do you tell somebody? This is the shit that I be talking about. We say like the worstest stuff to men, and then when they come back and be like, "Listen, when I hugged you, that wig stink." You know what I'm saying? When I hugged you, I smelled that wig stink. You know what I'm saying? Okay? When I hugged you, that wig stinked. Okay? All right? You too big. Okay? You too skinny. You know what I'm saying? Your titties ain't big enough. You got a flat ass. If men get in here and start saying shit like that, y'all will be offended. How dare you? Okay? Lost in Translation podcast. How are you, my brother? It's good to see you. Okay? Y'all would be offended if men got out here and said what they really wanted to say. Y'all would be offended. Do you hear me? Y'all would be so upset if he really got in here and said what he wanted to say to you. Okay? Why? I want him medium ugly. So now any man who contact you, he gotta believe, he's gonna believe in his mind he's medium ugly. He's medium ugly. And that makes sense to you. That does not, that's crazy. Men get out here. Some of y'all big girls, y'all do this nonsense too. Oh, I don't want no big men. I don't want no big men, and you big. You about 300, 400 pounds. Talking about you don't want no big men. Now, I kind of understand why you don't want no big men. I'm a big girl too. I kind of understand. Okay, I kind of understand. But why are you out here talking like that? Okay, why are you talking? Listen, it's stupid. Okay, it's stupid. We just say the worstest things to each other. Medium ugly. Let a man say something about your eye. You got one eye that's a little dead. One come to the side. Now take heed. Now y'all look at my eyes. Take heed eyes is like that. So I'm getting out here talking about I don't want no man that his eyes like this and I got the same shit going on. Okay? I don't want no big guy. And I have never said that. I have never said I ain't never want no big guy. I never said that before. Okay? Never said any nonsense like that before. Okay? Never. Not one time. Before I got married, I had dated. I listen. I've dated every type of different kind of, you know what I'm saying? Okay? And that was just my preference. Okay? But am I understanding why you want a slim man? Yes, I'm understanding why you want a slim man, because you get everything he got. You know what I'm saying? Every push he give, you feeling every push. I understand, okay? But when y'all get in here and y'all be giving these men like the most horrible, medium ugly. If men get in here and say, I want a bitch that's slimmy and I want a bitch that's semi and ugly or some shit that y'all be saying. If a man get in here and say she got to be a little bit ugly, she got to be a little bit ugly, you'll be offended. Y'all would be offended. Nobody would go and check that brother out. Nobody would even try to take time to say nothing to him, because you don't want nobody to say you see me. Y'all know what I mean. This nonsense. Anyway, let's continue. Here we go.
Very irritated with women saying that on my show. And I've been seeing the complaints in the comment section. They feel like that is not a compliment to say to a guy, because why would a guy admit that he's medium ugly and then reach out to you?
That's understandable.
True.
That's understandable.
Right.
But
So I just want to say this is a PSA for all the ladies. Hold on, Sophia, hold on. So this is a PSA moment for all the ladies, because a lot of women have been saying, I want a medium ugly guy.
Uh-huh.
The men, Sophia. The men do not like that, ladies. It's not turning on the guy that you're trying to attract. So I don't know if you want to use that as a description, because a man feel like it's an insult. So therefore, he doesn't even want to reach out to you, because he will then have to admit to himself that he's medium ugly. So just FYI. But
okay. So I guess in a dating show preference, that's not a good choice of words, but I mean, it's just, you asked me, so. But no, I understand that could be offensive. Okay, so I just don't want anybody who thinks they're cuter than me, right? And I'm very low maintenance, right? Like, I'm like a t-shirt and jeans type of girl, right?
She said, I just don't want to end up with anybody that think they cuter than me. I just don't want to end up with anybody that think they're cuter than me. Oh my God. Let's continue. Here we go.
Now, when I get cute, I prefer you to like me in my pajamas. That way, when I get super cute, you're like, oh, wow.
No, we don't.
So when you say spoil, you want them to spoil you, but you're not expensive to spoil.
I'm not, but I don't want to say that because that gives them low expectations, right?
So give us some examples, because you say you're not high maintenance. So I'm just curious. When you say you want a man to spoil you, what are some of the things you mean by that?
I want to have to ask for stuff, right? Like, I feel like if you're dealing with somebody, and I'm the same way, right? So, like, if we deal with each other, if there's a need, I'm going to fulfill that need, right?
Okay.
But outside of fulfilling needs, I do want to be spoiled. I feel like I deserve to be spoiled.
Just give
when she said there's a need, is she talking about pussy? Like, I'm gonna give him some pussy. If there's a need, I'm gonna give him some pussy. Is that what she trying to say? Sister 1973, is that what she trying to say? That if there's a need, I'm gonna give him some pussy. Is that what that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm confused. Is there a need? If there's a need, I'm gonna give him some pussy, and then Anyway, let's continue. Here we go.
Spoil is just knowing what you want and giving it to you, or is there a true example of what spoil looks like for you?
I'm not allowed to ask you questions. It has to be about me.
Yes.
Yeah. You said you didn't know how to do her.
Oh my God. David, how are you? How you doing? Too many men told her she was cute. Yes, I believe so too. I'm confused, honey. I'm confused. So, listen, I have no problem with a woman's preference. But to call somebody ugly, that's a little hard. Some of y'all who be, okay, let me give you a prime example. Sometimes we have sisters that got like a brick face. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? When I say brick face, okay? We ain't talking about the brick face lady. But we got some sisters that they got like a brick face, like smashed in. You know what I'm talking about, right? She got like a smashed in face. And she'll get on Kendra G and say she want a good looking man. I want a man, I want a good looking man because I look good. Somebody lied to you, sis. Somebody lied to you. Ugly Money, shout out to Ugly Money. He did this analogy like maybe a year ago. He said the problem is that you have 10 women on one side, 10 men on one side, right? And so all the 10 women want number 10. Instead of them going at their number. My sister, if you number 1, you supposed to go to number 1. My sister, if you number 2, you supposed to go to number 2. Okay? My sister, if you number 3, you supposed to go to number 3. My sister, if you number 4, you supposed to go to number 4. But the problem is all the women is going to number 10. So number 10 is getting all the coochie. Number 10 getting all the coochie. And by the time everybody finished, number 10 got a child by each one of these women. You understand? Cut your coat according to your size. Y'all be getting here and y'all be, some of y'all on these dating sites, y'all be going ham. Okay? Y'all go ham, and some of that don't even make sense. Some of it doesn't. Y'all require a lot. And you don't even, and this is the thing, you require a lot. Should I say this? This is mean. I don't even know. Should I say this? You require a lot, but you don't qualify for it. I'm just going to say it. That's it. That's it. You require a lot, but you don't qualify for it. And even my pretty sisters, some of y'all get messed up because you require a lot, but you don't qualify for it. Even my pretty sisters that get in here and you looking like divas, your attitude will place you in a category that this man don't want to be bothered. This man don't want to be bothered. That's why a lot of y'all will get out here and say, this high value man, because y'all love to say high value man, and y'all confuse it with, a man of substance than a man that's rich. You know what I'm saying? Because a man that's rich could be a Pookie and Ray Ray too. But y'all get in here and say it's high value. So this man who is high value, like y'all said, he get out here and break you off. Okay, back shots. He done gave you like back shots, done rolled your back out. Okay, all right? Took you to a beautiful hotel and everything. Chandelier hanging, glass everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful shit. He took you somewhere nice. Because he just wanted that pussy. He just wanted that pussy. That's it. Okay? So then y'all come out and get on social media and y'all tell all the other women that's average, average Joes like me, okay? Oh, you got to get out here and demand what you want. Mind you, sis, because you the pretty girl, okay? Everybody just want to fuck you, but the thing is, they don't want to take you home. They don't mind going to spend a couple pieces of change because they'll make that money back. They just wanted to hit that pussy, and what you do, you gave it to them. But when they ready to bring a woman home to see their mama and their daddy, it's me. It's me. You fucked him one time, okay? But it's women like me that they bring home, they marry, and they fuck for a lifetime. Y'all be missing that part right there, okay? Y'all miss that part, but y'all get up here and tell these women who don't look nothing like you that you got to require all these things from a man. Okay? And you will screw these women up. Okay? Now, I'm not trying to be mean, but some of my sisters, y'all look like booger wolves. Okay? Some of y'all look like booger wolves and you will scare the shit out of somebody. Okay? You can't turn on the light. I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop laughing at me, y'all. You can't turn on the light. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared and shit. Okay? One thing I don't want to say who told me, okay? But one thing when I was growing up, I was taught this thing. Pussy don't have no face on it. Pussy don't have no face on it. Do you hear me? Okay? Slider, you a troublemaker. I have seen you up here just laughing, okay? Thomas, you too, okay? Pussy don't have no face on it, so it don't matter. It don't matter. That's why sometimes even Booger Wolf will have 6, 7 children. Okay? Because pussy don't have no face on it. Okay? And so y'all women who look fine as wine will get out here. Okay? Okay? Get out here. And tell these other sisters nonsense. When what we need to be telling these younger women, okay, what we need to tell these younger women is ask this man, do you have a 5-year plan? Because we out here asking them about how much money he making, okay? You understand? We out here asking him how much money he making, but we need to get out here and ask him, what's your 5-year plan? Do you see me in your 5-year plan? Do you think I could be a part of your 5-year plan? Because once you hear what this brother 5-year plan is, then now you can continue to move. But we in here selling pipe dreams. Mm-hmm. So I got a troll in my chat. Baby, so you waited 20 minutes to make a comment? Are you serious? So you waited 20 minutes in my chat to make a comment. Baby, I'm going to share something with you. I never said I was fine as wine. Never, never, not one bit. I never said that. Now, do Take Heed look like a booger wolf? No, no. No, Take Heed don't look like a booger wolf. Is Take Heed a big girl? Yes. Okay. But I got somebody who been loving me 18 years. Okay. That looked at me today when we went out to lunch, looked at me today and said, I will do it all over again with you. I will do it all over again with you. Baby, why are you here? 20 minutes? Because I put a little stipulation on the chat. That's why y'all don't see the trolls no more. 20 minutes you sat here? 20 minutes. You waited patiently and sat in my chat. Oh my God. You waited 20 minutes in my chat to do some insult. That's stupid. Oh my God. That's stupid. That's 20 minutes of your life. That's 20 minutes of your life, baby. You trolling like that? 20 minutes of your life you waited? Baby, listen, it's okay. You know, if this offends you, just scroll up, baby. Okay? This content is for grown folks. Just scroll up. You don't have to watch me. 20 minutes you sat in my chat. Now, if that ain't stupid, I don't know what is. See, other trolls will just, they'll see the timer up there. They'll just keep scrolling like, nah, I'm not going to wait no 20 minutes. But you sat up there and said, nah, let me wait. Okay? Let me wait, baby. To give an insult. Okay? Let me wait. Now, let's get back to the video. Here we go, y'all.
I feel like I deserve everything, all the things, you know?
You keep saying all the things, but you're not giving clear examples of what are the things.
Because I don't want anything, but I want everything. Like, there's nothing that I want. I don't know how to put it. And see, that's some real Aquarius stuff, right? You asking my size, that's some real Aquarius stuff. So I don't want anything in particular, but I want somebody to want to give me all of the things. Okay, so I want to travel the world. I want to see the world. I work hard. I want somebody who also works hard. I want somebody who wants to make my life easier, but at the same time, I'm a catch.
She's a catch.
Right? Like, I'm not a needy person, right? But we can't have no children. I don't know, like, I can give you all of the things, but children.
Have you been drinking tonight, Sophia?
No.
No. Okay, just curious. Should you make a certain amount of money, honey?
I don't want to say.
Yes.
How much money should you make?
She said, I don't want to say.
I don't want to say.
I don't want to say.
Okay, let's do the Kendra Cam.
She ain't even do the Kendra Cam right either. She ain't even do it right. Kendra just dropped her. It was crazy.
I have on scrubs, so it's not really anything to see, really.
We gotta see your legs, sweetheart. Okay. I think we could we can't really see because it's dark. Can you put the phone down and then walk backwards?
Put the lights on in here.
Put the phone down?
Well, we can't really see you like that because it's just dark. So is there a way you can put the phone on something and then just walk backwards and we can see your full body?
Not really.
You can put it on the
And
other.
she done disconnected from Kendra. Okay.
Okay, yeah. The all new Kendra G.
Shout out to Kendra G and her whole new dating app. Shout out to that sister. I don't know, a lot of platforms would not have content without Kendra. And I don't think they give her enough respect. A lot of y'all would not have content without Kendra, okay? Because some of the women that come up there be straight crazy, okay? A lot of y'all would not have content if it wasn't for Kendra. Oh my God. All right. Sister 1973 said, just like they told her about the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, they lied to her whole childhood. I listen. I'm sorry, y'all, that y'all had to go through that. But I saw it, so I was like, y'all go through it too. Okay. I saw it, so I'm like, nah. Y'all gonna go through it too, not me just doing it on my own, okay? Oh my God, Lord, listen. And if somebody, if somebody hit her up, man, y'all crazy, ain't no way. Now she a beautiful sister, but there's a problem up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, check this out. Remember how I always tell y'all that, well, we gotta first give respect to Sister Ali because she said that women, our mindset stop at age 14. Okay. Now I said this when she said that, she said our mindset stop at age 14. Okay. And until we learn something different, then we grow. Okay. The mindset grows. There are a lot of women who are in their 50s and they're 2 years old. There are a lot of women that are in their 50s and they're 3 years old. There are a lot of women that are in their 50s and they're 4 years old. There are a lot of women that are in their 50s and they're 5 years old. I'm just letting you know that. The mindset. Because what makes you think 41 coming up there and you talk the way you talk? You sound like a baby, honey. You sound like a baby. That means you did not meet your teacher. You didn't meet your teacher. Take heed is not judging. I'm not judging. Okay, a little bit. I'm judging. I'm lying. Okay? I went through the same thing. When I met my king, I was in my 20s, but I had the mindset of a 5-year-old. Because my first trauma was 5. Now I had the body as an adult, grown like an adult. But baby, when I get mad, I do a whole tantrum, honey. Do a whole tantrum. And I'm gonna share something with you. All these years we've been together, okay? The other day I had a tantrum. We were in the car, we were driving, okay? It was something I wanted. He said no, right? Had a whole tantrum sitting in the passenger seat, upset and everything. And then we pull into the driveway. He said, I know you're mad, but I told you what we gonna do with this money, okay? I already told you, don't get like you crazy, okay? Don't get like you crazy. Don't be walking around this house, you got an attitude all day, okay? Don't do that, okay? Then sometimes you listen. If you meet your teacher, correction is all the time, every day. Correction is every day. When you meet your teacher, correction is every day, damn it. Okay? Correction is every day. Somebody used to crack on me when I first started doing my content, okay? Kosha said, where's your what was that? The Wade blanket or something. Like your husband got to give you your Wade blanket or something. Okay? So I had to go search what that is. So that's like someone who has like those tantrums. And so they need something to coddle them. You know what I'm saying? So I laughed and I was like, damn, this is true. As old as I am, because remember, my king met me in the mindset of 5. Some of us women who walk around here and you look so beautiful on the outside, you look so beautiful on the outside, wearing your clothes, you look good, this and that. But on the inside, you're not there. You're not there. And so when you meet your teacher, it's hard to follow the directions when you meet your teacher. It's hard. Because you not ready. This is the man that y'all can't stand. When you meet your teacher, you can't stand the corrections. And why is Take Heed saying that? Because Take Heed was like that too, damn it. I'm not sitting up here talking about I was perfect. Take Heed was like that shit too. Okay? Every time I turned around when I was dating my king, you know what I used to tell him? Oh, this relationship ain't gonna work. This relationship ain't gonna work. I just, I just want to be free. It's not you. It's not you. I would give him this stupid little message and shit. It's not you. It's me. It's me because I wanted to get free from my teacher. Okay, and my king said to me, "Now I done told you." This is what he said. This is what he said. Now I done told you. Once you said that we together, okay? There's no turning back. He said, I'm about to marry you, right? You already know this, right? So I don't know why we going through all this. And I used to tell him, you too stern. That's what I would tell him. Like, you too hard, you don't let me. He said, cause you out of order. You out of order. Like, you want to go all the way over here. And I'm telling you, get in this line and you doing. So that's why we having a problem. That's what he told me. Okay, and my husband got his language is real hard, so you gotta listen real good. So he'd tell me like, listen, you want to be over here instead of being here, okay? Instead of you being in this line, okay? You gotta follow the leader. Some of us miss that. And because when you were young, you didn't know how to follow the leader. You was doing your own shit and you got lost, okay? My sisters, let me share something with you. When you meet your teacher, it's not easy to run. It's not. Your teacher always find you. It's not easy to run. Okay? How many times have I used to tell my husband when we got married finally, I used to tell him, and we got married at the courthouse in Elizabeth, New Jersey. And I told him, I think we was like in the marriage for like maybe 8 months or something already. And I was like, I don't think I want to be married no more. And so this is the first time I saw my king. No, that's not my first time seeing him do this. Maybe like the third or fourth time. I saw him pull his glasses down. Okay? So he pulls his glasses down and he looked at me. He said, oh, so after 8 months now, we ain't supposed to be married no more? He told me, he said, this is a lifetime affair. I don't know what you signed up for, but I know what I signed up for. Okay? I know what I signed up for. He said, you're running because you don't want this teaching, but you're going to get this teaching. You're going to get this teaching. Okay? Because you belong to me. Who name do you carry? I said, is you. I sound like a little kid. You know how your mama tell you or your daddy say to you, you did this and you did, and I'm responding. He said to me, who name you got? I said, it's yours. Who ring you got on your finger? I was like, it's yours. He said, okay then. So why are we having this conversation? You better get that out your head. Maybe go lay down, take a nap. We're gonna be married tomorrow. I'm confused. Now, my king didn't stand up and take these talks seriously with me when we were in our younger years. Baby, I'd be a nightmare right now. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not a nightmare, but he likes my nightmare, okay? He likes it. So, but some of y'all, you drive your husband crazy. Some of y'all ain't right. And it's because, you doing nonsense. Okay? You doing nonsense to this man. Some of us in our mindset, because we still a little girl, okay? It's a lot of us. We just had a troll in here a few minutes ago. Okay? That's a little girl. That's a little girl. That's a little girl, because all you got out of the conversation is that I'm calling our sisters ugly. Okay? And you can call your sisters ugly and it could just be her behavior. You can be calling her ugly and it could be her behavior. Now, we're not going to get out here and say all of our sisters are beautiful. They are not. Even the ones that are beautiful on the outside, but they got some dark shit on the inside. No. So a lot of us who didn't meet our teacher, we get older and we still out of pocket. Like right now, if Take Heed did not meet her teacher, baby, I'd be somebody problem on these streets. You hear me? I'd be old and alone with that dog that we got back there. Old and alone with that dog. Talking about I'm a boss chick and all this other nonsense. And ain't no man wants you. I think the problem is in our community is that we don't know how to follow the leader. We don't. You understand? We don't know how to follow the leader. Now Greenbeans just put in here, he said we could see the little girl. At least I can. But the little girl is what? She's obedient. I know y'all don't like that word. Y'all don't like that word, but it's true. I'm obedient to my king. And I don't get in here and act like I'm boss chick and I got all this going on and I live like this and all this other nonsense. Anybody who been following my content, y'all know I'm obedient to my husband. If he get in here and say to me, turn your stuff off, I'm gonna shut everything down, tell y'all good night. Cause I respect my husband. I love that man so much. This is the nonsense, y'all. Because y'all younger women, you're listening to these content creators, listening to these women, okay? Listening to these women who will say pretty standards, okay? They telling you all this foolery and you will miss out on your teacher because of the standards they have. Mind you, they ain't got no teacher. They up here trying to teach you how to get a man, how to trap a man, and talk about putting voodoo on somebody. This is crazy. And I'm going to share something with you. You don't have to put voodoo on no man. Guess what you got to do? Just clean out everything that is not right within you so that Yahweh can send this young man or older man your way. Okay? All you got to do is start working on you. Okay? And then once you get this man, once he come and you get him and he ready, you know what I'm saying? All you got to do is respect him, love him, okay? Fuck him and feed him. Now, either you can feed him and then fuck him, either or, okay? And then also Take Heed will tell you this. Make sure you suck his dick. I will tell you that all the time. I don't care who think Take Heed shouldn't be saying that. I'm letting you know, okay? Learn how to suck his dick, your husband. Learn how to do it, okay? You scared, you don't know how to do it. Get, you know those big lollipops that they sell at the $5 store? Start learning how to suck on those lollipops. You'll get better with time. Okay? You'll get better with time. Grip your teeth. Don't hurt them. Don't use your teeth. Okay? Don't do none of that. Learn how to slob and everything on it. You'll get better with time. Take heed to the message. We'll support that. Okay? I support that. Give head to your husband. Give him head. Okay? I'm not going to sit up here and tell you Take Heed doesn't do that. If I say I don't do, I'm lying. I'm lying to myself. Okay? I'm lying. All right? That's all I want to tell y'all. That's all I want to tell y'all. And it's already late. Okay? It's already late. And I was starting trouble with y'all. And I appreciate y'all being here with me tonight. Okay? I want y'all to understand something. Don't miss your teacher. There are a lot of women out here that they have missed their teacher. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to grow old and die alone. That's the nasty part. Okay? Hey, Daniel, how are you? What's going on, baby? So, let me see. What did you say? pH balance? You want to listen to pH balance, Sister 1973? I got you, honey. Let me get it right now. There we go. There we go.
You gotta check that pH balance, baby.
That's nasty.
You gotta check that pH balance, baby. You gotta check that pH balance, baby. You gotta check that pH balance, baby.
That's nasty.
Something is off,
Something ain't right.
something is in the air tonight. Something smells fishy, and we ain't eating fish.
That's terrible.
Thinking to myself, what the hell is this? Sex is
All
good,
right now.
but please do better.
Nasty.
You need to get that pH balance together, babe.
All right now. I love that pH balance. Oh my goodness. Now green beans, not green beans. I'm sorry. I saw what green beans wrote, so I just said that real quick. Green beans. Corey Joe dropped me a 199 super chat, and Corey Joe, I know you ain't going. I know you somewhere sleep right now, but I still gotta give you that music, baby. So I appreciate you donating to the channel, sir. Thank you so much. Let me just get it. Where is it? Corey Joe beats me like popping, honey. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Donations. Oh my goodness.
Donation. Yes. Cash money just hit the bank, nigga. 6 that's 6 figure. It's a dream, but the price keep rising. Gold in my hands, I'm feeling divided. When you talk, I hear it calling. Stacking up what you keep on finding. Keep on falling, we falling, keep falling. Cash apps for the snaps, super chats for the stacks. Working it out, I'm just like that. Oh hell, what the hell? Just kidding with yourself.
Nasty. Shout out to Corey Joe, 1000 Watts Radio. Brother, content is always fire. I love it, honey. Okay. Um, Green Bean said, I can't have you talking. My son walked in hearing you talking crazy. I gotta wear a Bluetooth around the house. I'm sorry. Y'all know my content now. I'm sorry. Okay, I told y'all a long time ago, don't have the kids around while I'm talking. I had said that to y'all. I apologize for that. Okay? Sorry about that. Y'all know my mouth now. Don't act like y'all know. Like this is a new content. This is a new content creator. Okay? That's not what it is, honey. Okay? Whew. Thank you to everybody who came and rocked with me. Thank you to everybody who donated to the channel. I appreciate it. If you want to donate to the channel, you can also donate through Cash App, also through Venmo. If you want to shop with us, our family business is called ubmraxfashion.com. Also, If you want to buy merch, scroll to the top of the page in YouTube. You'll check out shop or store. See if you like anything. They got hoodies, shirts, mugs, water bottles, baby clothes, all that good stuff. Okay. 1973 said, "Hey, lady, I gotta get up in the morning to roll the school bus. Y'all take care. You too, baby. Have a great one, honey. Take it easy. My youngest son grinning and shit at you. Oh, I'm sorry. He's grinning at you. I'm sorry. I apologize. All right, everybody. Have a good evening. I gotta go do my wifely duties. I'm sorry, y'all. Good night. Okay? Much love to you all. Okay? And I'll see y'all, God willing, tomorrow morning to start some trouble with y'all. Okay? Much love to you all. Thank you to everybody who donated to the channel. And I'm gonna play my song. I know y'all don't like the song, but I'm playing it. I like this song. Okay? Y'all get mad if you want. Okay? But I like this song. It's funny as heck. And y'all been clowning me about it, but I like it. Damn it, I don't care what nobody say. Here we go. I stopped in the liquor today. All right now. I feel like stopping in the liquor today. All right now. I feel like stopping in the liquor today. That's it. Okay. These motherfuckers on the road. The hell they learn to drive. Job turkeys at my job, about to get a cool cold mean vibe. Should've took the day off. Might slap my boss. My own damn kids pissing me off. As if I hadn't had enough. Chipotle fuck my goddamn order up. I'm fed up. I feel like slapping and